Okay, here we go. And that first mic is really hot, so I gotta adjust that. This is super mic number 3, that's gotta be brought down. This is the president mic also has to be brought down. Mic number 5. Check, 1, 2. Mic number 6, 1, 2, 3. Our student ambassador mic, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Okay, so the student ambassador mic's got to come up. One has to go down. Podium mic, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Check, podium mic. this now with the adjustment. This is a podium right by the speaker, so we're going to get a little bit of echo here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone, student mic. That sounds better. This is mic 6. Mic 6. Still have to turn that down. Mic 5, both of those have to come down. President mic 4. Super mic 3. Mic 1. Check, 1, 2. Here, we try this again. This is podium mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Podium mic. Student mic. 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone number 6. 1, 2, 3. Mic number 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Mic number 4. Mic number 4. Mic number 3. Check, 1, 2. And mic number 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we got it fixed now. Thank you. Okay, mic check is good. Thank you.
songs real quick. These are our fifth grade string players from Kaegebein who brought a couple of songs up on the housetop, and jolly old St. Nicholas to play for us to introduce the music. So first one is Jolly Old St. Nicholas. One, two, three, go.
Just be warned that if you're chatty, it's going to get picked up on the camera, okay? Thank you.
Wait, Riley, we can release her in her fair road. No, you and my mom was like writing notes. You can do that.
everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today. We just have a special treat. We're going to hear from our wonderful orchestra students under the direction of our music director. Would you like to say anything to the group? Just a little intro?
Well, these are our fifth graders that are playing for. We've got two songs, Jolly Old St. Nicholas and Up on the Housetop. This is a small selection of our bigger orchestra. These kids have been working hard to each of the songs that they're going to play for their holiday assemblies coming up. Here's Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good evening, Dr. Graham, Board of Education, District Administrators. Tonight I have Arlo and Camden Virgio to start with the pledge.
Indivisible, with here, keep the silence on your cell phone. You will use the access that you entered, which are directly behind you. Roll call tonight, we have Dean Kuhn, District Clerk, Prevalin, Board Trustee, Roger Roker, Board Trustee, Diana Bruno, Board Trustee, Dr. Brian Graham, Superintendent.
Okay, enough of that.
Sue Marston, Board Trustee. To my right is John Fitzpatrick, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum, Staff Development, and Human Resources. Cheryl Cardone, Assistant Superintendent of People Personnel Services. Bob Merkel, our Assistant Superintendent for School Business and Finance. And we have our two student board members, Charlotte Tower and Sienna Sargent. We'll go ahead and get started with the approval of our agenda tonight. If I get a motion, please. And a second? All in favor? Motion carried 4-0. Also, I just wanted to make a mention that Dave Grover, Ashley Dreyer, and Joey Markoff are excused tonight, and they are all board trustees. Moving on to the approval of our agenda this evening. If I get a motion? And a second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. On to our student ambassadors. Okay, our high school ambassadors?
Hi, I'm Sienna. So we actually have a lot going on at the high school right now that's already happening and coming up. To start off, we have our food drive on Thursday. This is Student Council, Interact Club, and DECA that are all joining together, and we'll be in the back room of the high school. We'll be packing food for families. We do this every year. It's really nice because I think there are a lot of families on the island that don't have the resources we need, and especially during the holidays and stuff. So it's really nice to know we're helping people in our own community. Next, we have the high school winter concert on Wednesday with band, orchestra, and choir. So it's always like our most popular and my favorite concert to be in out of the whole year. And on tomorrow is our last day for the seniors for our bun cake fundraiser. We sold bun cakes to help support senior prom, post prom, all senior events. And everyone sold the really cute little bun cakes, and that's the last day for that.
Also, winter sports as well as rehearsals for the annual school musical have begun, and everybody is looking forward to the beginning of the winter season. And next week, starting Wednesday, the high school will have a spirit week leading into winter break, and including days like Grout Fit, bringing out your inner Scrooge, and PJ Day to finish before break. As well, last Friday was the Cool School Challenge from Polar Plunge, and Dr. Graham and I took the leap into the freezing Lake Erie after raising $5,000 as a school for the Special Olympics.
We're going to take a moment, if it's okay, Sue, to ask Brian Albert, if you don't mind, Brian, I see you're here in the audience, if you wouldn't mind coming to the podium and just share with us a little history of the Polar Plunge. Brian actually went all the way into Lake Erie to support the great cause of Special Olympics. There's if you don't mind going to the podium. Yeah. But Brian, I just want to thank you. I want to thank Hillary Pritz Harvey, the teachers at the high school, and for many years, you and others have been leading this initiative. And you and I were walking, coming out of the lake and walking back, and you shared with me that over the course of time, tens of thousands of dollars have been raised by Grand Island High School students and faculty for taking that challenge, the Polar Plunge. Can you just give a little color, a little background to this initiative?
Well, Special Olympics still brings us into flex sports, and we've seen how beneficial that is for kids. And we first got started with the Polar Plunge.
Hey, Brian, just one second. Mark, can you just check the sound for us? Thank you.
He's got to get closer to the mic.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mark.
So we started with unified sports, seeing how beneficial that was for kids. And it's Special Olympics is really all about creating opportunities for other people. That's what it's really for us. And we know what we do the same. other police could raise, started to raise enough money that they could offer a grant to another school. That would be a nice goal. And so that first team, there were maybe half a dozen of us. And a couple of us went all the way under, a couple of us just went to their goals.
That was about ankle deep, personally. So how many years approximately?
It was before the pandemic.
Okay.
So let's go with 2019.
Yeah. You even have graduates come back to work to support this challenge. And I know you might want to shine a spotlight on a person or two.
Steve Palmer was a student that first year, and he had already turned 18, so he was allowed to play. There was no full school challenge back then, it was only on Saturdays. So because he was 18, he was allowed to play with us. And he has come back and played with us ever since.
That's right.
And he does a phenomenal job of raising money throughout the year. Patricia is here today, and they are a big part of the community. They know how to work local businesses and how to advertise and how to make things fun. And so Steve and Tricia work year-round to find different ways to gain donations like garage sales and jersey raffles, basket raffles.
That's right, I remember that. Yeah. And Steve is so proud he's working on the new stadium, right, as an engineer.
He's an engineer, he's building the Bill Stadium.
That's fantastic. Also, you have two students who were really big supporters, Kaegebein and Reese. If you want to share a little bit about that.
Yeah, they're not able to make it here today, but even though this year's team was pretty small, I thought it was our best team yet, because so much of it was student driven.
That's right.
And that was always one of the goals, was to eventually turn it over to the kids to do what we've done before. And the big need for it to happen this year was just being aware of students that were willing to pass out flyers and go door to door and find different ways to advertise. So when Charlotte actually approached me and said, hey, we have a team this year, I was shocked that my email hadn't gone through to the student body.
Oh, no.
My attempts at communication had failed. And so, but we had these two students that were out there spreading the word. So it really wasn't very much a student-led initiative.
Yeah, super powerful. With the board's permission, we have a little video, if that's okay. Charlotte, if you like that picture.
That's a great shot.
No, don't worry, there's no music. This is just a random photo that I grabbed from the website. But look at these, like you said, a smaller team, but you raised over $5,000. And they do have a warming tent. If anybody in the audience wants to join us. This is Carpenter's son, right on the lake.
Let's go!
Watch, look at this one, how beautiful the sky is, and the lake is so inviting. Some people were very brave, took their shirts off. So as we were walking down, we saw Alice taking great pictures. Nice job. There she is, right there.
Thank you.
A little muddy. I can't believe how much lake I brought home. But obviously, there's a lot of safety. You see the yellow jackets in the back. You know, they can't go past them. Just do it. Are they green jackets? Well, some people go right under the water. Oh, okay. That's Mrs. Carpenter and her son. She teaches art at the high school. There's Steve to the right. Look at the joy in this Mrs. Carpenter's son. And oh, that's a great picture shot of it. Very nice. Reese is coming down. Oh, yeah. Woo. So again, I think about $5,000 was raised. Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Let's have a nice round of applause for our.
And on to correspondence and recognition of Dr. Graham.
Yeah, we just want to shine a big spotlight on the children at Sidway and the middle school for the incredible work that they did to support the Neighbors Foundation. They did a fantastic job. They raised over $9,200, and the students had an opportunity as VIP shoppers to go and shop at Tops and spend that $9,200. And everything they purchase goes right to the Neighbors Foundation. We're just very fortunate that we have amazing people here in Grand Island, our entire community, but also some of our teacher leaders, Carly Antonelli and her husband, Mike, also participated. It was a really special event, and later on when I do my superintendent report, I'll share some specific photos with you. So congratulations to the good work that they've done. Why don't we clap for them? Let's do it. Thank you.
All right, public comment session agenda item 12. We did not have anybody sign up, so we go on to curriculum and instruction.
So thank you very much. This evening, we have 5 items that are actionable. That's A through E, and I'll parse them out in just a moment. And we also have our November curriculum update, as well as a presentation from our high school staff on financial literacy. The first 4 items for action is A through D. Two new course proposals. One is the World War II era elective and the advanced drawing and painting elective, as well as 2 textbook adoptions. One is for colleagues, intermediate Spanish, which follows our new STEP program, as well as our history of the world in 6 classes. That's a common text now used in AP history classes. So if I can ask for, yes.
So for the book for history, that is a summer reading. Is that what I read? That one, that's summer reading? Summer reading assignment?
Not sure.
Yes, over here.
Oh, yes, okay.
How many summer reading? Go ahead, Hillary.
It's for our AP course, and then it's for our courses in English or history awesome.
Is there an assignment that goes along with that summer reading?
After school year.
After the school year starts? So we could read it. Okay, I was just curious. And there is no way to have that reading done like on their school issued Chromebooks at all, or there's no online? Okay, all right, that's it.
If I can have approval to adopt.
It's okay. Yeah, you're doing it all together.
No, because I want to separate them. So A
Okay,
through D
all right.
first.
All right, John's asking for approval for just A through E, or A through D. If you get a motion, please.
I'll motion.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried 4-0.
So before we ask for approval on the financial literacy resolution, I would ask that Mrs. Harvey, our high school principal, come up and give a presentation on why we
I am recommending the adoption of a 25 credit financial literacy graduation requirement, beginning with the class of 2029, which would be our current ninth graders. This proposal positions Grand Island Central Schools to be proactive and prepared for the pending NYSED for-credit graduation mandate. Rather than wait for the state to finalize its regulations, we would like to be able to move forward now, so our students are ahead of the curve and our families have clarity well in advance of our course planning process that is coming up. All right, financial literacy is a foundational skill. Students today face increasingly complex financial decisions with everything from budgeting and saving to understanding student loans, credit, banking, investments, and responsible financial planning. By making financial literacy a graduation requirement in our district, we would be emphasizing to our students and families that we are committed to prepare our students not just academically, but also through real-world independence and success. This aligns directly with our district's mission, our strategic priority to prepare students for success beyond high school, our portrait of graduate competencies, and our long-standing emphasis in the district on career and life readiness. The board's leadership in adopting this requirement would signal our commitment to ensuring that every student graduates with knowledge and confidence to navigate real-world financial responsibilities. We anticipate that beginning in the 2026-2027 school year, our high school students will be required to receive financial literacy instruction during high school in the grade band in the high school level before the end of 12th grade. Our goal is to proactively align our students' course planning process with these pending regulations. This will ensure that all of our students are able to meet the updated New York State graduation requirements within the span of our 4-year planning process. In anticipation of this change, we conducted a review of our current course catalog and our curriculum. We identified several courses, particularly within our business education, CTE, and a couple of other select electives, which would already address these competencies included in NYSED's draft financial literacy standards. We are confident that we have a strong foundation in place, and additionally, we will be ready to enhance or revise any course or courses if needed to be able to ensure multiple pathways for our students to meet this graduation requirement. Our review indicates that our high school is well positioned to align with NYSED's direction without needing any major structural changes in our courses, other than ensuring that all of our students enroll in one of these already existing courses over the course of their 4 years in high school. To ensure that each of our students has the required instruction in financial literacy, we're proposing that the board establishes a local financial literacy graduation requirement of capital credit and a course that provides explicit instruction in financial literacy concepts in alignment with New York State learning standards, and that can be fulfilled through multiple course options. The required topics will be aligned with the NYSED requirements that include instruction in budgeting and money management, credit and debt management, earning income, and savings and investments. We are proposing that this requirement begins with the class of 2029, which I shared is the current 9th grade class. This timeline would ensure adequate time for students to plan and enroll in those courses, with the rising 10th graders having 3 remaining years to fit in this requirement. Stability in scheduling and staffing, flexibility for families to make informed decisions, a smooth transition to this new requirement for all students, and clear communications for families and students. This also ensures that students currently in grades 10 and 11 are rising juniors and seniors would not be impacted by the new requirement. We do, however, have a plan in place to ensure that we're able to meet the mandate should New York State indicate that's required for the graduating 11th and 12th graders. If approved, our school counselors will introduce this graduation requirement during the school year's scheduling process. This would occur with our rising 10th and 9th graders, so current 9th and 8th graders. Our counselors would review the approved course options, update each student's academic plan, and ensure that every student has a clear pathway to meet the requirement well before graduation. We will also update our course planning guide, our counseling materials, parent communications, and our presentation with our rising 9th graders at our transition night. Adopting this requirement now allows us to prepare our students for essential real-life financial decisions, support the development of knowledge that will promote long-term financial health for our graduates, promote equity by ensuring that all students who graduate from Grand Island High School receive comprehensive financial literacy instruction, align with the evolving NICET expectations, strengthen our college, career, and life readiness competencies, and demonstrate leadership as a district committed to proactive planning. Financial literacy is a universal need. By embedding it in our graduation requirements, we can ensure that every Grand Island student leaves us with a strong foundation regardless of their post-secondary pathway. In conclusion, the proposals would allow our district to take a thoughtful, responsible, and forward-looking approach to this anticipated change. It's expected that these curricular requirements will be adopted by NICET in March of 2026. By adopting the half-credit financial literacy requirement beginning with the upcoming class of 2029, we can ensure a smooth transition to preserve student choice in which course they would like to take to meet this obligation, provide clarity, and continue to elevate the quality of our educational program while staying ahead of the state's pending expectations. Thank you for your consideration. I'm happy to answer any questions that the board may have.
I have a quick question. First of all, I love it. And I think there's definitely a need, especially when I sat with my son going on college, right? So I guess my only question is, in the event that there is no state mandate, will we go forward with the course requirement? I would hope that the answer would be yes. I mean,
my request would be to move forward regardless. I think when we're looking at our comprehensive program for our students and the value that this would add to ensure that every student graduates prepared for life, which is our ultimate goal, I think that this would make sense regardless of what the state decides.
I agree. I mean, that would be my hope. I mean, obviously, no state mandates that would not quite happen. But in the event that there is a shift or a change, I would really like to see if the board does approve that this evening, that whether there's a mandate or not, we go forward with the choice. Because I really think there's a need, and I really think some of our community members and friends are actually asking for something to talk about this. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's great. So thank you. All right, can I get a motion for curriculum? And a second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried 4-0.
Thank you very much.
Yep. On to personnel. Does anybody have any questions before I ask for a motion on personnel instructional? All right, can I get a motion to approve instructional CI 1 through CI 6, please? And a second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. Some introductions?
Yep, I think Mr. Howe and Ms. Marie Belsardi.
Stand so I can introduce you. Tonight I would like to introduce you to Mrs. Renee Zontak, who will be joining us as a Spanish teacher at the high school. Ms. Zontak holds a bachelor's degree in humanities from Kaegebein University and a master's degree in general education from Canisius University. Ms. Zontak has 36 years of teaching experience and just recently retired from Williamsville Central Schools. She shared with us during the interview process that she realized she wasn't actually ready to retire and really missed teaching students Spanish every day. During her time at Williamsville, Ms. Zahn has taught all levels of Spanish, including the New Step College Spanish program. She served as a mentor teacher, a team leader, and an advisor for Spanish Club and Press Club. Ms. Zontak's former colleagues all shared what an exceptional teacher she was and that she was held in very high regard at Williamsville. We are so excited to have her join us at Grand Island High School. Welcome to Grand Island High School, Renee. Mr. Willett, could you please stand as well? Tonight I would also like to reintroduce everyone to Mr. Ryan Willett, who will be joining us at Grand Island High School as a teacher on special assignment to serve as our daily students for the spring semester. Mr. Willett has been a physical education teacher at Sidway Elementary for over 20 years. He has also been a coach working with our modified football and basketball teams, as well as JV and varsity baseball teams. This year, he is also the director of our community education program. During the interview process, it was clear that Mr. Willits is passionate about having a positive influence in the lives of students, and he is very excited for an opportunity to work with adolescents in this new capacity for the spring. We're looking forward to having Brian join our team as the Dean of Students in January. Welcome, Brian.
She is a tough act to follow. Ms. Krupsinski, can you please stand up? I would like to introduce you to Julian Krupsinski as our new teaching assistant at Kaegebein Elementary School. Last month, Mrs. Krupsinski was approved as a building-based substitute, and during that time, Julianne was quickly establishing herself as a strong team member in our building. But her dedication to student growth extends well before her time with us. In addition to her classroom experience as a third-grade teacher and a preschool head teacher, Julianne spent 5 years as a healthy living program instructor at the YMCA, and in that role, she led educational classes for families on nutrition and healthy habits. This unique combination of traditional classroom experience and community health education makes her a wonderful asset to our district's focus on supporting the whole child and our Wellness Wednesdays. Mrs. Krupsinski holds a master's from Niagara University, where she was recognized as an outstanding graduate student. She holds certifications in both early childhood and childhood education, and we're very excited to have Julianne join us at Kaegebein at probationary position. Congratulations and welcome to Kaegebein.
On to personnel non-instructional. Does anybody have any questions or comments before asking for a motion? All right, motion to approve non-instructional personnel, PNI 1 through PNI 3, please. And a second? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Moving on to finance.
Thank you. A relatively short agenda for me tonight. First item is to accept the donation of some adaptive cooking items from Mrs. Michelle Giambra on behalf of several community donors. So thank you very much to those donors in donating that adaptive cooking equipment for our life skills class in the high school. Second item is a hand-carved carousel giraffe from Dr. White. So thank you very much for that donation to the Sidway Library. Item C is budget transfers over $15,000, and then item D is information. It is the check warrant. So I'm looking for approval of items A through C, please.
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried 4-0.
Thank you very much. A through C, D is information for check warrants.
We had it from D on the agenda, so it's just A through C. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You all set then? On to special education and personal services.
Thank you. I have 3 items tonight, 2 are action, and 1 is for information only. I'll start with that one. It's the district school counseling plan. It is reviewed once a year by the PPS team. I will highlight some of the additions that we changed for this year. We removed the term guidance and replaced it with school counseling, which is the correct terminology. We obviously updated the administration and faculty names. We changed some responsibilities for roles to reflect appropriate building level personnel. There were some grammar and punctuation changes. We did update the cyber bullying section, and also, excitingly enough, we did add our CLIPS. CLIPS is our crisis leadership prepared solutions. We have found it very beneficial for neutrality and our threat assessment. We will be utilizing it on a regular basis.
Great, we'll see that again on that motion.
It's just, I review, it's just a review.
That we do acting on that.
There's no need to have it, if you'd like to do that. Or we will. It's just a review, get the word that we need to have, and we just need to be given it. And then my two action items are my CSD and CPSC program recommendations.
Can we get a motion to approve special education people personnel services A and B, please? And a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried 4-0.
Thank you, everybody. Just want to share with you just a story in pictures from since the last time we were together as a board. I want to thank Mrs. Kaegebein for making the trip to Rochester, along with our wind ensemble under the direction of John Reed. They were invited and bestowed the honor of performing at this really prestigious event, and that's the NISBA State Conference. And we did get some recognition for the outstanding performance of our wind ensemble. So congratulations to everybody involved at the high school with that. I was shopping at Tops this weekend, and I saw some of our teachers with their children supporting the Rotary Initiative, the Early Act Rotary Initiative, and helping to raise funds for the Salvation Army. So we thank the Kaegebein Early Act teachers for taking that leadership role in our community. You saw some of the pictures from the polar plunge, so we did that again, and we thank everybody involved. Additionally, as you heard, we had some special recognition for our Sidway students and Veronica County Middle School students for the amount of money they raised in support of the Neighbors Foundation. These were some of the corporate sponsors on this slide here, so we thank all of them for their very generous support and the $9,200 that was raised for purchasing food items for the Neighbors Foundation. So we love that our kids get involved. We love that the middle school kids were mentoring and teaching the young Sidway kids the value of giving back to the community. Additionally, I want to shine a spotlight on Mrs. Chadwick, who for many, many, many years provides her students with an authentic classroom experience, which she refers to as Colonial Days Thanksgiving. And she just does a marvelous job. Mr. Fitzpatrick and I enjoyed a wonderful lunch, and actually Mr. Robertson gave up his classroom space to have this feast. The children churned butter and made all of the food items that were consumed on that day, so thank you to Mrs. Chadwick. At Sidway, we had a very special Buffalo Bills rally, which was super exciting. Look at the joyfulness of our Sidway students during that rally. Everything from dancing to the shout song to enjoying a bubble machine, and just a really great spirit event, and then classroom pictures with the DJs and Billy Buffalo. So congratulations to Sidway and Mrs. Anderson and everybody who helped put that together. Additionally, I just want to remind everybody that we have an SRP recognition day. These are some pictures of our students recognizing our very important school-related professionals at the high school. So we thank the students for taking that initiative and saying thank you to our SRP. At Youth Road, they honored Janine Cease, an Army veteran of 30 years. This was a beautiful recognition in honor of her service. A lot of patriotic literature shared with her. And just a special note, 8th grader Bryn Rowley has been in 2 movies that were locally produced and directed and shot in Buffalo. This is a screenshot from the movie Christmas of Giving, which was on the Great American Family Channel. And she was also in the most recent movie that was shot in East Aurora that had a Buffalo Bills Christmas theme, and that was on the Hallmark Channel. So we're very, very proud of Bryn and her passion to the theater arts. Also going back to the turkey trot, you can see that we had a great turnout with our principals running a race dressed as turkeys. But again, the whole day was designed for students to bring in canned goods and non-perishable items that would be donated to the Neighbors Foundation. So we thank them for all of their hard work. And I believe coming up soon, we'll be sorting all of those food items, and families will be picking them up in our back gym at the high school. And then finally, just a reminder to the community to come out and vote on Wednesday, December 10th, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at our high school. That vote is for the capital project, and we appreciate people and their interest in our school district. We do have a few bus drivers in the queue to be approved in the coming weeks or months as they finalize their training. So if you know somebody in your community or family that is looking to become a bus driver, our hourly rate is $25.18, and they're also eligible for health care. And that's all that I have to do.
On to the Board of Education report. Yep, you're Kaegebein. And then I'm on there for the group. Just want to mention our dates too. If you would like to put out your date for the golf tournament for this year, I don't know. I forget. July 13th. July 13th will be the annual Disco Golf Tournament, and the entire show this year is set for June 24th. That's all. Public comment session for general items not included on this agenda. We did not have anybody sign up. So we will move on to the committee of the whole items and information roundtable, and we will start with you. Do you have anything? Roger?
I just wanted to say that, I'm very impressed with all the work that all the kids and staff has done, over the holidays. I know I just remembered that I have a bag of socks and gloves and slippers that I was supposed to bring to Dr. Graham, and I forgot. But remember that every little bit you can donate and help. It makes a difference. Thank you.
I'm all set, thank you.
So I wish everybody happy holidays. Do I give you standing for everyone?
Just on Wednesday, the vote 8 to 8 for the capital project. Please come out and vote. Have a great night. Happy holidays, everybody.
Barbara?
We have a lot of students here for participation in government, so thank you for your interest in fulfilling this assignment. Of the 12th graders that are here, if you could, just raise your hand if you are 18 years old. All right, we have, okay, about 4 or 5, excellent. 6, you are eligible to vote on Wednesday. So don't forget about that, and we hope that you share your opinion about the capital project we voted. Also, just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, because I think the next time we're together is in January.
Just a couple important dates before we close it up. Number 10 is our capital project vote. Our winter recess is on December 23rd, January 2nd. Which I'm sure is important to all of you out there. And our next board meeting is January 5th. And I just want to commend all of the students for attending one of the best meetings yet this year, since it was so short. I wish everybody a happy holidays. And I will ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:18. And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. And if you guys want to come on down, anyone else can sign up.